Howdy YouTube, Darlington Farm here. Well, this has been a real great day. As you might have guessed, my Vantage is having some problems. Basically, the other day I came out here, I'd had it off the truck for a while, and I had it stored in the barn. I lifted it onto my truck and I fired it up, and I thought, man, what is that smell? God, I just had this horrendous smell of death and burnt electric. And I flipped the front cover over here, and there was a giant mouse nest in there. I'll throw a picture of it in there. And yeah, so I noticed that the bridge, the diode right here, this guy, was bad. And I was like, oh, hey, no big deal. I'll replace that guy. And I popped a new one in this morning. And no love, still would not do anything. So I just traced it on down the line, pulled out the capacitor, tested okay, no problems there. And then the only other thing is right over here, the rotor. I don't know if you can see that in there or not. Basically, it should be 26 ohms on the rotor. I got that, but I have a dead short between the rotor and the chassis. So that would explain the awful smell. So I'm pretty sure that my rotor's bad. So basically, if anybody out there has done this, I don't think there should be a dead short between the rotor to ground. Actually, one side is a dead short and one side is about 20 ohms to ground. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty much positive there should be zero continuity between the rotor slip rings and ground. Yeah, so I looked up the parts. The rotor for this guy is $2,500. So if it ends up being the rotor here, which I may just drop this off at Cox Equipment down in Indy to have them give me a second opinion, but I don't think I'm going to put 2,500 bucks in this thing. Plus, you know, you got to take the motor out and all that. So what I may end up doing is selling the boards out of it, taking this motor here and putting it into my SA200 and making, you know, like a pipeliner Kubota bastard there. What sucks is I have to use this week after next, or I have to use a gas welder week over next at the shutdown I'm working. So my green welder back there, I think, is what I'm going to take, that SA250. So I got to get that guy over here. I went through it this spring, or you know, this winter rather, and yeah, so basically I went through it, but then I got super busy and just parked it over there in the grass. So I got to bring it over here, maybe put a new battery in it and make sure it runs okay and welds good. And then I got to somehow or other figure out how to mount it on my truck there. So anyway, fun times. Actually, the type of work I'm doing down there now, I was looking on eBay and I found a Miller 302 propane powered one, like Trailblazer 302 that's propane powered. I may just buy that guy. Made him an offer and we'll see what happens. But anyway, yeah, so if you have any advice on the Vantage there other than throwing it away, I'd appreciate it. If you know where I can get a cheap rotor, that would be great. Or if you just know that there should be continuity between the slip rings and ground, which I'm pretty much positive there shouldn't be. Plus there was this god-awful burnt electric smell. I think the mice just probably got in there and chewed it. But anyway, I'm Darlington Farm. I hope everybody's having a better weekend than me. I'll try and have some more videos up here. I've just been gone working. So anyway, thank you much.